Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial video today. I am 51 years old, so a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing are going to be specific to a more mature face, but there's a ton of stuff that can be used at any age. And today we're going to be focusing quite a bit on the hooded eye and things you can do about that. I'm going to be starting with the Maybelline Master Camo for dark circles, and we're going to try to take care of the bags underneath my eyes. I'm going to take a barely dampened beauty blender and tap this in a little bit. Moving on to the concealer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD in number 10, right over top of the Master Camo. Take one of my barely dampened Jelly Bean Beauty Blenders and blend this in. Next, I'm moving on to the foundation. I'm going to be using the Almay Comfort Matte Foundation in number 100. It's a really great smooth formula, but it dries fairly quickly, so I'm going to try to do one side and then the other side. My barely dampened beauty blender. Pressing into the sides of the nose, because as we get older, that has a tendency to get red. So the trick that I'm going to be using today is going to require a fairly clean eyelid. Normally I would put down a primer or a concealer or a foundation just a little bit on the eyelids to act as a eyeshadow and eyeliner primer, but for today we want a clean space on the eyelid to work with. Good, because what we are moving on to are eyelid stickers. These are tiny little stickers. They're fairly transparent, and you put them on your eyelid, and it's going to give the illusion of a little bit more eyelid real estate. That once you have a hooded eye, there's very little eyelid space to be working with. So you use one of these. Sometimes they come in sheets like this, and sometimes they come on a roll like this. I don't know if you can see those little arced stickers. And that's what we're going to be using today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use eyelid stickers on one eye and then do the other eye without any kind of stickers on it and show you what the difference is. Okay, so I'm going to just peel off one of these stickers. I just used my fingernail to peel it off. I'm sure you could probably use tweezers if you wanted to. And where we're going to be placing this is going to be a little bit lower than the center of the lid. And the placement is going to vary depending on your specific eye shape, how much of a hooded eye you have, and a lot of it is going to be trial and error as far as placement goes. There. I think you can probably tell already that I have extended my eyelid real estate on this eye. Now, one of the things that I do recommend if you're going to be using the eyelid tape is to use a liquid liner on your eyelids rather than one of the crayon pens. It creates a lot of friction when you pull one of the pencils across your eye, and it could disturb where the sticker is going to be. So if I use an eyelid sticker, I'm switching to one of these. This is the Color Pop liner in Crazy. Do a little bit of a wing. And you will probably notice as you're applying makeup where the sticker is that the makeup might look a tiny bit different and go on differently because that's going to be a different texture than your skin. Give it a minute. For today's palette, I'm going to be using the Magic Mini palette by Juvia's. It looks like this. These colors are gorgeous. Ugh. I'm going to be starting with this color right here, which is kind of a dark indigo blue color called Yajide. Let me get a bib. Makeup bib. Bibbit. Right above where the eyeliner is. About 90% of the way. Next color I'm moving on to is this one here, which is called Yara. And we're going to go right above that indigo blue. Getting up into the crease. Sometimes over the sticker, you got to work in the color a little bit more. Next color that I'm going to be moving on to is going to be this one right here. It's called Vi. I'm putting this more into the crease and then using this color to blend it out. For the inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using this iridescent color right here that is called Faso. Oh, these colors are gorgeous. I'm taking this a little bit onto the nose. And doing that does make your eye look a little bit bigger. My eyes are pretty small. Good, that's looking great. For the under eye color, I'm going to be using this color right here, which is called the Aja. Bibbit. And for the Smoky Joe, we're going to go back to Vi. For the contour, I'm going to be using the LA Colors Contour Palette. And I'm going to be using this dark color right here. Just putting it on with a kabuki brush. And a smaller kabuki brush for the size of the nose. Now I'm going to take a flat-headed Eco Tools brush and blend out the contour. I love kabuki brushes. They're so soft and so dense. They're like my whoopee. For the blush, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me in Plum. Cheekbones. And in the apples. spoolie. And for the highlighter, I'm going to be using the Jouer in Rose Quartz, my favorite highlighter. I'm putting it on with a fan brush. I love the dewy effect that highlighter does. A little bit above the eyebrows. And a little bit on the tip of the nose. I think I went a little Rudolph. I'm going to put on mascara. I'm using the Lash Princess. I think this is the False Lash Effect. So in the right light, you can kind of see the sticker, the eyelid sticker shimmering just a tiny, tiny little bit. And you could use darker colors. You could use matte colors so you don't see it. For the lip liner, I'm going to be using the Kylie Jenner lip liner in Bare. I have a small upper lip, so I'm going to be going just outside the lines. And for the lip color, I'm going to be using the NYX Suede in Dainty Days. Mwah! And I take my finger and add just a touch more highlighter onto the lips. Try to make my top lip stand out just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take my hair down. I'll be right back. Okay, we did it. So overall, my review of the eyelid tape is that the difference it makes, and it does make a difference, but overall it's a fairly subtle difference, and I'll get a little bit closer here so you can see between the two eyes. I definitely noticed it as I was putting on the makeup that I felt like I had a little bit more eyelid real estate on the eye with the stickers, and I think maybe next time I might actually try to use two stickers, one on top of each other, and see what I can do about the eyelid with two stickers on there. Thanks so much for coming by. Thank you for the hang time. Have a wonderful day out there. Be safe, be loving, and go find your face.